That's the Eastman Wind Ensemble, conducted by Frederick Fennell and high school cadets. And here is episode 3 of On Leaving Joe's Cafe by Wickham Porteous and Patty Fraser. From Joe's window, we used to see the tiny colored Christmas lights flick on above the door. We knew it must be getting later, and we knew the puddles would soon reflect the street lights. We knew that we could cross the street and night would begin. That was before we left Joe, before the posters announcing the boycott obscured our view, before the line was drawn. Vancouver Sun, September 21, 1990. Joe's Cafe, the espresso-fueled heart of the Drive, may no longer be politically correct. Say it ain't so, Joe. By that time, it was 1930, and the quarter was breaking up. In one sense, collapsing under the weight of its own reputation. It seemed as though no college student's education was complete without a spell of hard drinking at the Mount Parnasse Cafe. Other tourists took up the scent, and soon the regulars no longer felt at home in the district, whose image they had done so much to propagate. Paris, 1919, 1940. The glamour years. Globe and Mail, September 22, 1990. Joe's Cafe became a hot place to hang out for the local left, amid chipped Formica tables, bullfight posters, and dusty sombreros on the walls. Vancouver postcards featured an artist's rendering of the local avant-garde at the cafe's sidewalk tables. Graffiti artist Pablo Fiasco adorned the stucco with murals, and a play called On Death and Dying at Joe's Cafe was written and produced in the city. In those days, we looked for small victories. Entire lifetimes would be forged in moments of drunken confusion. Santos snaps his fingers over his head, then dances a samba alone on the stairs that are the stage. And we laugh, because tonight, anything goes as the moon rises higher till it disappears behind the giant flashing golf ball by the harbor. We spill across the street to get cigarettes and cajole people we do not know to join us. The barrel is out on the sidewalk, which means only the regulars are allowed after hours. Inside, the trades are used for gambling. We drink beer and forge alliances for the lifetime, which is the lifetime of that night.
A friend in her last days of drunkenness kisses another woman passionately beneath the self-portrait of Santos in a fur robe surrounded by beautiful naked women walking towards him. Monty pulls out his harmonica and plays a melody as wide as the open prairie. There are clouds outside. It's raining. We have no money to pay our bills. We start towards home. All of us have come from somewhere else, another country, another province, or just another part of town. A 12-block playground for the fringe dwellers.
That's the way it was.
Santos Tapas Bar is a corner building painted in Mediterranean white and blue. There is a patio for use in the summer and a crazy collection of junk inside. Santos is eating his lunch on the patio.
I finally start to make money. Everybody comes to Santos. In the newspaper, TV, everywhere. But this is no good. I don't know these people. They come, they spend money, and they expect me to stay open like the old days. I get tired now. Busy all night, and when it's over, it's over. No customers, they hardly ever here anymore. They don't like the lineups, but I can't do nothing. What kind of life is this? I come here in the morning, go out shop for the dinner, work until 4 in the morning. This is no good.
Santos plays with his gold chain.
I never paint anymore, never sing. All I do is work. Jason is going back to Portugal with his grandpa and Fatima.
He stops eating and looks over at the park, wipes his wide handlebar mustache.
I don't know.
Monty walks by, his long hair bouncing off his back. The two of them don't speak anymore. And Santos watches Monty dodge the traffic and run into the Portuguese club across the street.
It's too expensive to go back now. With all the new economics, all the beautiful, cheap places, they aren't cheap anymore.
When he laughs, it has a criminal quality.
My house is making more money than I am.
Excuse me, are you in the film business?
The young couple sitting beside us both have blonde hair and dark glasses. The baggy suits are almost matching, except for the brooch he wears at the lapel. Some kind of code, I think. They drink and share cigarettes, both looking around as they talk. It seems they have picked the perfect table as they can see the lineup at the door. The seat beside them is empty.
We are saving it, they say.
Neither of them live in the neighborhood, but they think it would be exciting. There's a split in the neighborhood. Like the dust beneath my feet, like the road beneath my wheels. Well, I don't think that I ever will. I'll get back on that train. I'll get back on that train. When that night gets too far, I hear a desperate and an ancient call. But I don't think that I ever shall. I'll get back on that train. I'll get back on that train. Well, nothing lasts forever except the wind will always blow past the house that you grew up in and the people that you know. And all that you have recognized is that upon your porch. Oh, nothing lasts forever, that's for sure.
Hi. Well, I had a bit of a problem with the group living on the main floor. It's not like I threw them on the street. They're young, arty types. They could live anywhere. I've rented the basement suite, the ground floor suite, to the same family that's always lived there. And they must have known there was going to be some sort of increase. My mortgage is a lot more than the previous owner. Besides, it's quite a bit under market value. After all, they've lived there for 4 years. It's not like I'm trying to get them out. But I needed a new roof on the place, and where else could I get the money?
I feel a touch upon my brow. Turn my back just like the dirt beneath the plow. I hear that whistle, but I don't know how I could get back on that train. I'll get back on that train. I'll get back on that train. I'll get back on that train.
Globe and Mail, September 22, 1990. Monty, who has worked at Joe's Cafe for 2 years, said the protesters have good cause to demonstrate against Mr. Antunes' treatment of them. I think there's a certain amount of respect that should be shown for any of our customers, whatever ethnic or sexual background. Monty, who said he had no last name, said outside the cafe.
He's like that guy in the movie Brother from Another Planet. When you think about it, it's not that far-fetched. The guy looks exactly the same as the day I met him over 10 years ago. Hair, everything.
Monty stands between 5'9" and 6'4", depending on who you talk to. Legend has it that he maintains 3 girlfriends, can drink more than any other human being, and still carry on a completely sober conversation with your mother. He will appear at the poultry bar, hardly ever sleep, knows everyone, and will never speak to Joe again. He refers to himself as a non-status native and was kicked out of the Warrior Society for reasons he won't make clear. Santos confirms much of this, but he was raised by gypsies, and he and Monty don't speak anymore, so who knows?
All I know is I can't remember when Monty arrived, and as far as I can tell, he has never left the neighborhood even for a cup of coffee.
I never quit. I just went in to tell Joe I don't like how he was treating people, and I wouldn't be in for the rest of the day. He fired me, and I haven't been back since.
It has been hot for over 2 months now. The fall equinox has passed, and people still think they live in California. This fantasy is borne out by the air which comes in from the ocean to get stuck at the mountains. Masses of carbon monoxide and alley garbage rise to meet it, and it all just hovers over the east end. Far to the west at the beach, the body set maintain a vigil in the abandoned lifeguard towers. They close their eyes and dream of the endless summer. Believing winds always blow warm and the east side consists only of the night spots of Commercial Drive that are populated by visiting celebrities and artists. They dress in bright colors, have a detached manner, and are very well fed.
Saw you on the corner, my hands were over the street. All the money in that old wide world in a tin box at my feet. Small change if I might go away, small change for my next meal. Well, come on, baby, take a walk with me and then tell me how you feel. I'm as empty as my pocket, as cold as my next beer. I fell in love with a Highland lass, dreams I bring her here. My love was just not wide enough, my heart was not so deep. Well, come on, baby, take a walk with me and then tell me how you feel. Well, now I've been through that foreign land, been promised more than I could ever keep. But takes a minute till I get home, no one seems to know this but me. Like a ship upon the ocean, I walk upon your shore. I knock upon your bedroom, leave flowers at your door. Don't blame me for your trouble, man, happens every night. Well, come on, baby, take a walk with me and then let me treat you right. Ship upon the ocean, I walk upon your shore. I knock upon your bedroom, then leave flowers at your door. Don't blame me for your trouble, man, happens every night. Well, come on, baby, take a walk with me and then let me treat you right. Change if I might go away. Small change for my next meeting. Fell in love with a Highland lass and the dreams I've been.
Hi. Hello. Hi. This is your new landlady again? Look, I feel bad about this. I really do. I mean, I've actually lost sleep. I mean, I feel terrible. But I've got people lining up to rent this place. And it's not like your rent comes in every day on the first of the month. Once I had to wait almost half a week to get it. I realize that I'm not getting what these places are worth. So I'll offer you guys what I'm offering the others. I'll raise the rent by 25%, but I won't raise it again for 2 years. Maybe. Listen, you think about it for a couple of weeks, then we'll talk again, okay?
Come on, take a walk. Tell me how you feel.
On leaving
from Joe's Cafe, written and performed by Wickham Porteous and Patty Fraser. The news reports were read by Paul Grant. Whistle blowing again on the Best of Morningside this evening, and once again my conversation with the man who made it. As well, we'll repeat the panel discussion we had in our first hour about the young people in Canada of all racial backgrounds feeling disillusioned, disenfranchised. Do that again this evening on the Best of Morningside. On Morningside tomorrow, our media column will take a look at the riots and the role. If riots, not everyone is using that word. It may be an improper word, but the events in Toronto and the role the media played in those events. There's also a Canadian report about the effects of different kinds of surgery on breast cancer. That's a study that's been going on for some time. The results will be released this evening. We'll talk tomorrow to one of the people who did it as well. Remember Ian Colin James, who made fish flies? He made one for us, the Marika Morningside. He's going to try it out tomorrow on Morningside. Well, he'll be somewhere else. I'll be here. See you then, I hope. I'm Peter Zosky.